SafetyFM.com with Jay Allen. Changing safety cultures, one broadcast and one podcast at a time.
Welcome to Safety FM, where we talk about safety that's truly inspired by you. This episode of the broadcast and the podcast has been brought to you by Safety Focus Moment. They are consultants that want to help you get to the safety culture that you've been looking for. For more information, go to safetyfocusmoment.com. Well, hello and welcome to Safety FM Mini Part 2. So does that in return make it a long episode or does that make it a short episode? I'm very confused on that, but hey, that's neither here nor there. Well, hopefully you've been having a fantastic week. It is Friday, August the 31st at the time of the release of this particular podcast. If you're in the US, maybe you're excited about Labor Day coming up this Monday. So anyways, I told you that I would owe you a continuation of the podcast, and this is where we're going to pick up today on Safety FM Mini.
SafetyFM.com.
So now we're going to start off with, we've just recently asked our upper management to make a change. So now we've asked them to join us on this adventure. Keep in mind that this is not going to be an easy adventure. So now we've asked them to join this adventure, but remember that this is going to be a different view of performance and reliability. This is not going to be something very easy for most management. You, as a safety professional, will have to be the enforcer, you'll have to be the teacher, you'll have to be the guide, you'll also have to be the diplomat in regards of this new view of safety. And you're going to have to give them the direction on how to operate within these particular parameters. And this is going to be an adventure that will never technically end. This is going to be an ongoing education. It's going to be an ongoing journey. It's going to be an ongoing adventure. You're going to have to be that inner voice, the conscious of the organization on how these changes need to take place. You'll be a mentor, you'll have to lead, you'll have to be the person, I won't say in charge, but you'll have to be the person that everybody's looking to. The other funny part is, as you're doing this, as you're listening to these different changes, you're also going to be the person that's listening. You're going to be the person that's learning about this organization. But then at the same time, you're going to lead. It becomes very confusing. Keep in mind that this will be an adventure that will be worth all of the effort that you put into it. You're never going to realize how much good you're doing for your particular organization. Just understand that as you're doing this, this is probably going to be the most important work that you will ever do for your organization. As you're going through this process and you're changing the mentality of the organization, as it's listening and discovering these new things within the organization, make sure that you are pleasant when you're having the discussion. Build on the practice that the organization used in the past. Don't sit there and tell them that what they did before was incorrect, because that's not the case. Take the lessons of the adventure that was there previously and tie them in. Bridge them together. Make sure that you reference on how good the job was done before. Don't sit there and say how much better this is going to be. Sit there and talk about how things are going to change for the better, not about how much better this is going to be. As I have told you before, this is an ongoing adventure. And for many, this is still going to be way too short, because we're not going to have enough time to cover it. I'm getting to the point that I'm starting to believe that maybe I need to do this in long format. Anyways, if you haven't listened to the episode that came out earlier in the week, which we titled Upper Management Pushback, this will have some information that kind of ties into this particular mini. I'd recommend strongly, if you haven't heard it, to go back and take a listen to it. It's also known as Safety FM episode 27. Anyways, I appreciate everything that you guys do. We're taking a listen to the episodes that we put out twice a week, one in a long format, one in a mini format. But I have to tell you, the appreciation that I have for everything that you guys do on a weekly basis in regards of interacting with Safety FM, going to the different websites that we talk about, and just really referencing on, what you guys like and dislike. What I will ask you as a favor, and I know that I've asked you for a lot of favors, go to iTunes, give us a review if you haven't done so already. Subscribe to our podcast there. That way you get the newest episode the moment that it does come out. You can always come and visit us at safetyfm.com. You can come to our different social media platforms, LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook. They're all at Safety FM, so kind of easy to remember there. Like I've told you in the past, if you're interested in advertising on Safety FM, just go to our website at safetyfm.com and click on that advertising button, and we'll get you set up on what you need to do. Thank you for listening to Safety FM. I have been your safety manager and host, Jay Allen, and until next time, be safe.
The views and opinions expressed on this podcast are those of the host and its guest and do not necessarily reflect the official policy or position of the company. Examples of analysis discussed within this podcast are only examples. They should not be utilized in the real world as the only solution available, as they are based only on very limited and dated open source information. Assumptions made within this analysis are not reflective of the position of the company. No part of this podcast may be reproduced, stored in a retrieval system, or transmitted in any form or by any means, mechanical, electronic, recording, or otherwise, without prior written permission of the creator of the podcast, Jay Allen.
Safety FM.